Okay, I have never played Shadow Tower before. I know very little about it other than that it's a Kingsfield-like, which means I'm almost guaranteed to love it. Recently played Kingsfield 1 and 2 for the first time ever, and they're amazing. They're like really, 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 really good. In some ways, I like them a little bit better than Souls-like games. Like, it blows my mind that FromSoft had this shit figured out in 1994. Like, that's crazy to me. So I guess I may be playing this a little bit too early. I should probably be waiting until after playing Kingsfield 3, because that's the pattern, right? They made Kingsfield 1, Kingsfield 2, Kingsfield 3, and then Shadow Tower. And then on the PS2, they made Kingsfield 4, which is like almost like a different universe or something. So before today, I was like, okay, Shadow Tower is just another FromSoft game. I'm not going to play every FromSoft game. I don't feel like I necessarily need to play Armored Core, for example, unless if someone wants to put it on the schedule. But then after playing Kingsfield, I'm like, shit, this is a Souls game. Like, it has always been one. They had 99% of this figured out like 30 years ago. It's insane. And I booted this one up for about 20 seconds just to make sure that the game ran okay. It didn't crash since I have to emulate it. And I was like, oh no, this one's also a Souls-like, isn't it? I have to play this one. I think there's a Japan-only PS2 sequel as well it will likely do. Just checking this out for 2 hours right now, though. I'm probably going to end up beating Kingsfield 3 before we come back to Shadow Tower. This is going to be really interesting because this is 4 years after Kingsfield 1, which is like one of the earliest all-time PS1 games. So I expect this is going to be like the gap. It's going to be even more significant than the gap between Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9. Deep in the forest. Inside an ancient tower, there was once a town. Curious what the performance is going to be like. Even Kingsfield 2, like, runs at like 15 frames per second and often dips to single-digit frame rates. I'm curious how far they get just purely based on more knowledge of the hardware, right? But I don't know anything about it other than that it looks like a Kingsfield-like, so... Yeah, that's a familiar-looking lady. Okay. Interesting, it actively doesn't accept input from the analog stick. This would have been after the DualShock first came out, right? The sound effects, just walk. Go status, subtitles, vibration. Okay, I'd rather use the D-pad anyway. I just wanted to check creature book. Interesting. Bestiary for killing enemies. It would be nice to not have to use that truth mirror thing. So what are my buttons? Okay. Anything else out here? I like that they do this. This is kind of very similar to the opening of Kingsfield 2. Oh, there is a platform down there. And we can go up. Oh. But that closes behind me. Okay. Very cool. And it still has a stamina bar. I wonder if I can make that already. I guess now's the time to test it, right? Nope. Maybe when I get more health. It is cool that they instantly prompt you to load there. Appreciate that. The hell is versus mode? Okay, so we definitely want to get to a save point. like in Kingsfield, but it seems like it's especially nasty to have to start over in this one. Sword swinging animation is much cleaner than Kingsfield. Oh, we get Resident Evil doors. Oh, I bet they get the performance way better by having doors. I found that really impressive about Kingsfield 1 and 2, that it's this like gigantic, well, especially 2. 1 has the teleports between the different floors, but 2 is like a completely seamless world, and like super early too. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna die immediately to poison, aren't I? Might just be that I'm not allowed to kill this thing yet. That's okay. We'll avoid that one this time. I kind of wish that this opening cutscene played on the title screen, so that when you hit new game, it would go straight into it. If I recall correctly, Kingsfield 1 and 2 both basically did that. It's not a super big deal. You can like mash the start button to skip it, but Operation Get to a Save Point. Now, I would give up the seamless world if I mean, have little loading doors all over the place if it means that we can have better than single-digit frame rates, though. So. Oh, here's the other one. I think it's reacting to my attacks. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's pretty clear, and it tells you how much damage you did. This is really teach you need to, like, look down. Oh, shit. Spitting out, like, poison gas or something. 66 damage, I guess, is the idea there. You really need to be pointed all the way down, seems like. Well, all right, we're going to get it. This is just like the beginning of Kingsfield, though, where it's like you like die instantly, and like even getting a single enemy to die is a huge project. Probably could have backed up and tried to equip that helmet that dropped. We had another red slime in here last time. It was weird. Okay, first try, got the helmet. Equip helmet. Oh, it tells me the stats. Wow, that's a huge improvement over Kingsfield. Or it just kind of tells you to go to the stat screen and compare it. Shit. Okay. Got it. Great. It's like an antidote. Anti-venom, got it. Interesting they're going already for the not having music right away. Hello, what do we got here? Durability 5 out of 6. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Can't actually interact with the book or the candle. Enemies in the distance. Freaky little spider thing. Be nice to make that a save point. Ooh, new weapon. Oh, do I already have... Interesting. So it'd be a shield, I guess, is the idea. Now, are they good with this? Pretty good. Okay. Shield. Buckler, great. Right, doing fine. More spiders. What are these things? Covers all HP. Look at this, man. Telling me what stuff does without needing to go find an NPC to talk to? Wow. Holy shit. Okay, respawning enemies. Okay, is that also the sword I already have? Start with a lot of MP, which is interesting. Oh, I have 2 copies. This one has more durability. Let's see, let's stick with the mace. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how saving works. They do deny you a save point for quite a while in Kingsfield 1 and 2. I mean, I guess you can, once you already know, you can go straight to it, but it's tricky. Comrades who failed in your quest, sleep quietly now in your sealed foundation. It might be like procedural or something, who knows? Well, the ones in Dark Souls are on the floor. No, you don't gotta convince me, Kite. Like, I played and you got a secret skeleton in the first room. I played both Kingsfield 1 and 2. This is just like Kingsfield 1 and 2, which is even more impressive given that it's like 4 years earlier than this and already has every idea intact. Alright, so if it's like Kingsfield 1 and 2, that skeleton's gonna probably kill me. So I would like to go save if possible. Performance is much better than Kingsfield 2, so they've definitely done a better job with that. No sprint in this game, unlike, oh, I can put my shield up, okay. You can sprint in Kingsfield 2, but it consumes all your stamina. Maybe they did that to maintain the frame rate. I'm gonna come back and fight the bats and stuff. I just want to see if I can find the save point.
If you've got no business with me, go away.
Okay, cool snake lady. I was like, is this a save point? It's a grumpy snake lady. Got it. Now, my main read from Kingsfield 1 is this is like full on, has almost every idea that's present in the Souls series. Like the stuff that's missing is like barely missing. It's missing boss fights. And then Kingsfield 2 has a Souls boss right at the end of the game. And also introduced Estus flasks. So they had gold 30 years ago, and just it didn't take off outside Japan. And they're like, well, we know this is gold, so we're just going to keep making gold because we know it's good. And then Demon Souls, by kind of an accident of history, takes off. Okay, so the sword is better on those guys. Leg guards, great. I have weight now. I don't know what that means for the purposes of this game yet. Maybe it affects the speed at which my stamina recharges or something. Weird mystery box. Dorado's Ashes. Fixes items and weapons. Okay. Actually looks pretty similar to the item that fixes your stuff in Dark Souls. Zombie looking boy in there. And I think if you can get past the frame rate of Kingsfield 1 and 2, like, even all the comments like, oh, it's you know, clunky. It's like, no, it's really good. It's designed around the janky frame rate. Like, you just have to kind of accept that at the beginning of the game, you don't know how to play it yet, so you're going to be bad at it. But, like, that's... Every Souls game is that. Like, you know, if you've never played a Souls game before, you're going to be frustrated by the deliberate combat stuff, right? Where you, like... If you mash a button, the game punishes you. Interesting. I have this big idea about trust in game design that, like, there's a lot a game developer can get away with if the audience already trusts them from the outset and doesn't feel like they have to earn it. Yikes, let's not deal with that just yet. So, like, by just kind of going into Kingsfield saying, well, this is FromSoft, so I bet it's got something going for it, and trusting that it might be good, it became good. Whereas if I had rented it in 1994 when I was 7 years old, I would have said, what the fuck is this, and returned it to Blockbuster immediately without giving it a chance, you know? And I think that modern developers, especially AAA developers, are terrified of that trust problem, so they, like, try to force build trust immediately. And it means it kind of flattens what games look like, sadly. What did I just get? Let's see if I can figure it out. Look like it was like a tin of spam or something. Okay, so we can already have a backup weapon in each hand, is kind of what we're getting at here. An amulet? No. Not a ring. Oh, it could be currency. Cunes on the left. Interesting.
I don't care if you're human, as long as you're a customer.
The voice acting's cute. Trade for HP potion. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I got a better short sword. So this is their way of like getting the NPCs out of the open game world. Hey, there we go. Love to see it. Okay, now I can like start exploring. Hey, they said the thing. Now, I think this is directly below, yeah. Kingsfield 1 doesn't really have the spiral level design yet, just because it's broken up into 5 different floors. But Kingsfield 2 totally does, and constantly, and it like might be the best outside of maybe Dark Souls 1. I love the enemies. Fucking creepy. Mist. Oh, it's darkness. Okay, that mechanic was in Kingsfield 2. Shit. Oh, I did just save. Now's the time to get my ass kicked, I guess. See what that is. Covers all MP. Okay. Wonder if it's gonna keep the idea. Something I really like about Kingsfield that you don't really do in Dark Souls is this idea that at the beginning of the game, healing is really hard to come by. And you will get a quality of life unlock for it. It was like that episode of The Simpsons. Angel Skeleton. Accuracy over tact. International League of Pedants. Many sacrifices are made. The coming of the apocalypse cannot be prevented. Whoa. What the fuck? It came to life! Shit, I'm gonna die. Well, that's okay. Alright, goes insanely nuts on me there. I think I'm actually gonna back up from here. Yeah, I think so. I didn't realize how much like Kingsfield it was. But I'll do Kingsfield 3 first before we come back to it, because that's the order they were released in, right? Not a good sound. All right, do we have Kingsfield 2 style mimics? Oh boy. Got staggering. Can't believe this is on the same console as Kingsfield. It runs so much better. Okay, looks like he dropped currency. If we're right, that's what that is. Come on. Nice. What's this? Okay, let's see. That went relatively well. Go ahead and pop one of these. Soul Pod, 5 SP. Spirit increases abilities. Oh, does this game not have XP? Interesting. So what did the creature book say? Acid slime. There's 150 enemies? That's crazy. Kingsfield 1 has like 16 enemies. I feel like being surprised by a new enemy is like a huge part of why I love the Souls games. Parasite. Oh yeah, it's a man trap, a mantle lap. Besides its horrifying appearance, it sometimes spits corrosive acid. Cool. Okay, I could probably afford to use a healing potion. Go save and then try to figure out what the deal is with the SP thing. All right, this is the guy that I can trade weapons for healing potions.
You look healthy. That's a good thing.
Crown of Resistance. Okay. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. I guess it's good against magic and kind of shit against everything else, is the idea? All right. Okay. See. Interesting. So we have way more stats now. I don't know what most of these are. I guess when I play Souls games, I look up what the stats do. So I will just look up Shadow Tower stats. Assume one of these is like a complete piece of shit stat. Really must be extremely strong in melting. I know, right? What stats do in the game? Strength is HP, speed is movement and weapon speed, defense is defense. Harmony is magic speed, spirit is magic resistance, purity is recovery. Melon soul effects. Particle melting and solar magic attributes. Okay. Strength increases HP, equip weight, weapon attack, and armor. I need to start a future Marstead text file for this game right now. Shadow Tower. Strength, HP, equip. And I'm getting this answer from a fucking game FAQs thread that was created 11 months ago. Like, there's not like a wiki or something. I had to like exhaustively test it. Okay. Speed greatly increases attack speed. That seems really good. Speed, HP, armor, weapon attack. Purity. Reduces damage and duration from poison. That sounds like the shit stat from Dark Souls 1. Maybe affects other stats. Okay, so don't do purity. Shit. I know, right? Purity's not worth it. Defense greatly increases armor defense. Balance. Vex. It says impact resistance, which I don't know if that means stagger. Focus, magic speed. Harmony greatly increases magic defense and increases MP. Spirit greatly increases MP. Purity said was shit. And Mel, Soul are specific to certain magic spell types. So strength is a easy take, as is speed. So let's start with those to start. Don't know what the icon on the screen means. It could be like ear durability. Whoa, what a screen. That's really funny. Someone at FromSoft had a chip on their shoulder about Kingsfield 1, 2, and 3 not being clear about the stats. Okay. I like that you start at half health and half MP. Way more stats, because, like, Kingsfield is attack and magic, and that's it, right? Maybe it changes in Kingsfield 3. I haven't started that one yet. I think the idea is that my mace is almost broken. See if taking it off removes that icon from the screen. It does, okay. Some of your shit's almost broken is what that means. So it already has the idea of, like, anytime you put points into stats, it increases everything a little bit. It sounds like almost everything gives you a small increase to HP or MP, depending on what category of stat it is. Mm-hmm. Notes. I wonder how they compete with strength, or if there's like an idea of a soft cap still. There's a lot of questions. All right, so we know that that leads to a scary, extremely dangerous skeleton angel thing. Let's go back the other way now that we know where the save point is and can explore. Where I fought the skeletons a second ago. I just want to see if there's another door in here because I heard other laughter. There's definitely an element where, like, having played another Kingsfield game, you're a bit more prepared for the combat, although this is quite a bit more reasonable because... Oh yeah, we really want the pace against these dudes, don't we? Shit. Because now the stagger is a lot more reliable. Fuck. Might try to use... I guess I have my repair powder that I can use. Let's do that. Only have one repair powder at the moment. Curious how it goes about if it just like repairs all the stuff I have on me, right? Let's see. This is items and weapons. I mean, did it? It gives you +1 durability. Sick. Okay. We want to get more of those. I love FromSoft, man. They're the best. Nice. Got it. See if the weapon becomes completely useless at 0 durability or if it's absorbable. Okay, looks like my damage got cut in half. Probably due to reduction in durability. Oh, no, it's Gonzo. Oh, boy. Oh, I still have it. I just can't... Okay, I understand. Interesting. I trust them, right? Like... Very easy for a player to be like, fuck that, I don't want that in my life. Yeah, I don't really have a good way to deal with that. I can kill the one, but maybe it's not worth killing it. I wonder if the durability recovery is based on the number of items it's repairing, if it's like spread out among all of them, and if I like unequip everything. It's probably not how it works, but can check. Because that seems nuts that it gives you 1 durability. Like, you gotta be kidding, right? I guess it's not nuts if it's 1 durability on every item that you own. It's not as bad. Is it just random? Because it did go up more that time. Now, is my armor still... Oh, man. Okay. All right. Honestly, an extremely aggressive durability system that requires me to burn through all of the shit I find would be nice, because I think that's kind of a thing that makes me sad about a game like Kingsfield. I think generally you don't find stuff too late in the playthrough. depending on how you explore it, you're not like, oh, that's a bummer. I went into this room and got, silver gauntlets and I already have the mithril gauntlets or whatever. That doesn't really happen that often. I'm always on the lookout for a game that fixes that issue. I really like opening a chest and there being a cool item in the chest and me being excited about it. No matter what. No matter what else has happened, no matter what order I played the game in, no matter what else I found up to that point. One of the only games that has solved that is Final Fantasy IX, because Final Fantasy IX connects skills to equipment. So even if you find a piece of gear that's like really old and not as good as your other stuff, it's still interesting, and then it might let you learn some skill. Move in with confidence. So does that give me SP? Not clear how SP works just yet. Okay, I'm gonna watch out from that room. Don't feel super qualified to fight those guys. I think there was another... Let's just go all the way back, because there's all kinds of things to check out now. How the one that's a save point and the one that warps you look very similar. Solitary region. Shit. Oh, right, my weapon got unequipped. I have to notice when my stamina bar disappears. Okay. So I probably shouldn't have sold that short sword. I might need it. Oh, I gotta get way closer with this thing. Okay. Another shield. Decide, like, how I want to actually use the shields. Small shield. Man. Let's try it. I'm gonna die here, but I can try to learn something in the process. Okay, it doesn't fully block the damage. Good to know. Yeah, right? So I think for all the enemies I'm fighting, I actually want this helmet, not the Crown of Resistance. I'll hold on to that. Plan for worse attack ranges, right? Very nice. It's the room with the skull slimes. What does this say? Well, no time like the present to try it out. Okay, didn't take falling damage. I'm not going to be able to backtrack, presumably. Another place I could have dropped down, probably wouldn't have died. Actually curious if you, like, use a healing potion at the beginning and fall, if that's enough for you to not die. Earthworld, Rotting Cavern. Whoa, what the fuck? Goddamn laser monster? The hell? They're all the way there with creatures now. Watcher plant. Also attacks with its entire body. All right, well, let's try to fight it, I guess. Probably don't want to use the mace anyway. There are a lot of enemies in here with lasers. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, so I would have said that, like, Kingsfield does really bad with multiple enemies. Like, because the frame rate dips really badly, and it's really kind of designed for you to fight one-on-one. So a lot of that game is about trying to separate it into one enemy at a time. But this room is a perfect, like, modern Souls room. You walk in, you see that they hit you with lasers, you realize you have to, like, change the way you're walking around to dodge. I got paralyzed! Okay. So I might be able to do that room, but it's gonna be tricky. I think I'm gonna go kill the skeleton and then backtrack and save, so I don't have to kill the skeleton again. He's easy, but he's an opportunity for me to fuck up, right? And after I kill him, I basically don't have durability left on my mace, so I'm gonna have to swap to the sword anyway. Crown of Resist is probably better in that room. I do want to back up before I go in there and try to find that original secret door I found that had a skeleton behind it. Ooh, that's cool. Kind of a running theme. Kingsfield 1 and 2, and now this game, probably Kingsfield 3, I guess we'll see, have like a very early secret door that has a skeleton behind it. That's kind of dangerous for early in the game. That's the NPC, I think? The one that trades shit. Enemies seem like they have really interesting drop tables in this one. Strength plus 39. Oh, steel boots of resist, durability 0. Cool. Okay. Won't even let me equip them. Okay, I see. So I guess the question then is, like, how do I go about repairing my 0 durability weapons? There must be a way. I thought it was just, like, it repairs whatever is currently equipped, but I don't think that that's correct. All right, so we know there's a room with laser plants that I can probably deal with. But I'm going to try to go back the very entrance. I feel like, I think I can. I don't think I did any one-way drops. Let's see if the skeleton respawns, too. That's also possible. It doesn't look like it. Whoa. That's fucking cool, man. So that's the slime skull monsters. That's just a dead end. Human World Hidden Region. Fuck. Dude took a second to load in. I had to be careful with that, I guess. Oh, man. I need that stagger to happen or we're in trouble. I wonder how much... I think it actually cares about their whole character model. Like, they actually have, like, a hurt box. Yeah, because when I was, like, aiming for the waist, it was problematic. Another soul pod. Let's do speed. It's the room with the bats. Oh, I know where this is. This is back at the beginning. Okay. It's curious, like, how... So that was the skeleton that was behind the secret door that I avoided. Oh, shit. One of you guys wants to drop another mace? That would make me really stoked. Maybe with a little bit more durability this time. Oh, hey, I didn't see this last time. This is just going back up to the enders. I want to see if anything changes if I'm exploring inside and then come back to it. And also if any of those enemies respawn. Cool little scripted events like that. It's neat. Basically doesn't exist in King's Field 1 and 2, really? Scripted events like that are an innovation of Half-Life 1, right? It's the kind of thing where it's like if you don't know, it's like if you're trying to watch Citizen Kane and no one's explained to you, like, here's all the stuff that's, like, being done for the first time ever in Citizen Kane. You're like, I don't get it. Like, doesn't every movie do this? And it's like, yeah, exactly. So, we know that that red slime is really bad. I guess at this point, there's no reason for me to not use a healing item, because if I decide to go load my save, I load my save whether I use the healing item now or not. Okay, so there is some randomness in terms of enemy spawns, it seems like. Don't really understand the rules about that yet. That's fine. This was the Skellington secret door. Oh no, it's around the corner. Something that's really interesting to me about this game, it seems like you need to, like, farm enemies for loot, for, like, gear to be able to live. Like, because all of your gear has durability, it's like, I need to be fighting enemies all the time and hope that they drop a weapon. And the question then, if I'm not getting XP for am I getting SP? Okay, so my SP is going up. SP is basically XP. But I don't know how to spend it. Like, I think the item that I'm getting that's letting me level up is... It says it has something to do with SP. I don't think it's actually spending my accrued SP, though. Yeah, this one really makes the facing more important. Lots of enemies with projectiles super early. As my sword's already almost broken. I might have to start the game over just to not sell the extra item. Torch. Okay. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. Longsword. So I have strength 61 and speed 61 all of a sudden. So that's interesting. It's like, is it like Kingsfield 1 and 2 where occasionally those go up when I'm doing, it's like a Final Fantasy 2 sort of a thing. I'm getting the stats from doing things. I think I do want more damage. How different the weapon animations are. Makes a really big difference. Well, we see what that is. I'm pumped about there being like 150 enemies. That's cool. Okay, so it's just that guy. And there's a dude in there with a man trap in him. Door doesn't open. So does that mean there's another way to get into that room? A hidden lever or something? Okay. NPC. And or zone warp. Is this the snake lady who's annoyed at me? Yeah.
A human. Oh, well. What do you want?
I love that you talked to her the first time and she's like, fuck off. And if you just come back again, then she does stuff? Okay, alright. So I need money for fucking everything. Kind of like a typical Souls merchant. Soul pods with SP. Try to head back to the save point. God, I wish they would make a new Kingsfield game. That would be so awesome. Yeah, that'd be nice. It's nice that you even get item descriptions at all, to be honest. Like, Kingsfield, you have to talk to that one NPC. And that's only in Kingsfield 2. There weren't any in the first one. You kind of just had to, like, go to save and then use your items to figure out what they do and then load your save. Figure out why my strength and speed ended up going up. Didn't get an on-screen indicator that had happened. That's the skeleton secret. Oh, this is the guy who trades potions for weapons. It's an interesting idea to be like, if you have an old shit 0 durability item. So I should have used that sword until it was down to 0 and then traded it. Okay. Important lesson learned. I'm gonna explore with the longsword. Ow. Man. Getting the angle right sucks against this guy. Longsword's pretty good against him, though. Already pretty cool to have enemies that are, like, on the ceiling, right? That feels different. Love this dude not being attackable when you first get in this room. It's really cool. Hey, I did it. That feels really satisfying. Awesome. Did get a potion in this room. Probably should go ahead and use. The fuck? The Animal Crossing villager in here, it sounded like. Partially brightens area. Sound seems to suggest that there's a secret room, or this is otherwise on the other side of a room. Let's see. You've done a really good job making the rooms look less like they're just big square. Oh, is my shit broken now? Oh no, we're okay. Yeah, I need to figure out what I want to do with the shield. Even how helpful that is. Doesn't look like it completely blocks damage. Let's try going left here. I don't recognize that. Poison vaccine. Protect from poison. Okay. Shit. Can one of you guys drop another mace, please? I thought that was just like some hands. Alright. Hey, leather glove. Can't believe this is on the PS1. Like, my mind is actually blown. Thought I saw something in the distance. It was a torch. Hey, love to see it. Fantastic. What the fuck? Dude, there's that. It's my favorite thing in Souls games. I love just walking around. Like, the boss fights are fine. They get my heart rate up. I enjoy them. But, like, it's so awesome to be like, what the fuck is that? And, like, enemies having really weird combat patterns. Like, they're having so much fun in this game compared to Kingsfield. They do it a little bit in Kingsfield, but they feel so, like, limited in, like, how many enemies they're able to have. That it isn't just about, like, walk in the room and there's, like, a weird thing on the ceiling, right? A tongue imp. Small but powerful drain field ability. Great. Oh, God, yeah. Another one of those in this room? Yeah. Oh, he's pretty weak against Slash, isn't he? Another... like, almost hidden. New armor. I guess like the majority of Souls enemies drop all sorts of stuff, right? Magical leather armor. Great. Is a friend? Let's fucking go.
You're here to destroy all the monsters? This area was built by men, yet not many around. No, but there are some of your kind below.
Fucking hell yes. Kingsfield is lacking in, like, silly little guys.
Who worshipped demons. Oh, part of it was also used as a prison. This tower is divided into 6 worlds, and each one
Okay,
has
that's
a
very
ruler.
Demon
They're
Souls.
as powerful as you might imagine.
Yeah, it's kind of like building up to Demon Souls there.
You'll be able to exchange these for all sorts of items. The lower demons exchange them for souls. Oh, but I don't need them. No.
Yes! Yes! Just like pumping my fist into the air. It's fucking hell yeah, man. All right. How many did you give me? 1. That's fine. Oh, this game rules. Okay. Dude, it's so crazy that they had it figured out in 1994, and they were just getting better and better and better. And I mean, I guess someone must have been playing these games, right? Like, they're not going to make a Kingsfield maker if the game isn't popular enough that people would want to use a Kingsfield maker. Having him roll in a little hole at the end is like, holy shit, man. Yes. Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm like actually worried that I'm just not going to have enough durability among my weapons. But I think that that's a really cool idea. Like, I don't know yet if it's the best implementation of it, but it does make me excited about like everything I find. Like, okay, well, at least I can equip that if everything else breaks, right? And maybe that's going to be sort of like I was talking about how in Kingsfield 1 and 2, you keep moving through different like regimes of play at the beginning. It's like a survival horror game where everything one-shots you. So like the best you can do is survive 1 hit. And by the end of the game, you're like an invincible badass that's got infinite mana and you're blowing everything up, you know, trivially. It's really cool. It achieves that RPG fantasy in a way I haven't seen another game really pull off. So they could do a thing where it's like early in the game, you're like freaked out about durability and like every weapon you find is like, you're like, thank God, I desperately need this. And then later in the game, they could make it, you know, significantly easier for you to repair stuff where it's not like a thing that you're thinking about all the time anymore. I don't know how to spend those coins, man. Like, it doesn't seem like enemies drop them, or maybe they just haven't dropped them so far. Gotta make sure I wait a second. My strength still going up? Screen is so funny to me. I guess I need to be able to spend the souls to see what it says my strength is, because that's a different value. Already doing, like, weird fucking derived stats, I guess. Equip weight, 34.1 out of 53.7. Interesting. This is to, like, I don't know if it's gonna be like Demon Souls. Demon Souls is like so close, and like they figured it out in Dark Souls finally when I was like, oh, you can like send stuff back to your bank whenever you feel like it. And like, well, if you can just do that, then who cares? Like equip weight should be like what you have equipped. It shouldn't be like what you're carrying on you, right? Let me get to a save point before I experiment with that, just in case it causes any problems. Interesting. Dude, the effort on display in this is insane. There was a save point in this, like, facility. Maybe a little bit further out. I want to go past that wall with the dead guy, but it's just a dead end that had item in it. Three weapon durability items. Another helmet. This idea they have of, like, we're going to have weird kind of pseudo-randomized loot from enemies. A cool idea. Actually kind of feels like Fear and Hunger. I'm curious if the Fear and Hunger dev played King's Field and the Shadow Tower games. Because, like, if I get a really cool, crazy drop, now I'm like, oh my god, I gotta, like, make it back to the save point. Alright, I don't want to deal with that shit. Guy sucks. Okay. And my SP keeps going up, so it's kind of like leveling up. Yeah, sucks but won't chase you. All right, so we want to experiment with the range items here. My operating theory is that if I move it, it's like not available to me to quickly equip. But maybe doesn't count towards equip weight anymore. $34.1. Let me just pull another item out really quick. No, maybe it just makes it so you can, like, scroll through and select different things more easily. Okay. 2 bracelet slots, 2 ring slots. Now, I wonder if weapon swinging, I wonder if durability is based on connecting or swinging. Hopefully it's connecting. The little fucking groundhog with, like, 5 voice lines who gives you a single coin was the dopest shit, man. Okay, this is where I originally came in and fought the skeleton angel. This presumably goes out to the Shadow Tower. Okay. So, developing the map in my head. We could drop down. I did, like, just save. Let's see how much damage it does. None in that case. Okay. Zone is really fucking interesting. I'm gonna try to, like, work my way back up. I'm curious if the whole thing just, like, literally a bunch of places spiral back in on this Shadow Tower. You're kidding. You serious? Oops. Okay, so it's kind of forgiving about going through doors. You don't need to actually be facing it if you press the A button next to it. This is some fucking bullshit. Oh, it's the drop. This game rules. All right, I know where that is. Okay. I want to try to get back up. Assume we can. That was the room with the evil laser plants. Let's try this one just to try to learn something new here. Poisonous Cavern. And you have a Poison Cavern in Kingsfield 2 as well. I feel like they turned the draw distance down a bit, which is probably helping with the performance, but it's kind of awesome because it makes every time you walk into a room, you're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I cannot comprehend how these games are so good so early. Like it's like so embarrassing for every other game developer. You could be like, oh well, you know, it took us 30 years to make the Souls games. Like, yeah, now things are good, but like, no, man. Just thinking about all of the like first person dungeon crawlers. Yeah, it's interesting. Here's a good point. This game really expects you to be better about the circle strafing. Fortunately, it runs much better, though. It's easier to do that. Still turn super slowly. Okay, so enemies can drop coins. That's good to know. Some other kind of non... It's like a fucking dog or something? What the fuck? It's a laughing plant? That's awesome, man. I love how much they do with, like, hearing things in the distance in this game. Oh, I have, like, a 1-ton thing. Oh, it's making me walk slower. Okay, hold on, hold on. Oh, because I got slowed. I see. That's pretty bad in this room. Fuck. I'm slowed. Oh, God. Don't like being slowed. Would like to not be slowed anymore, please. No, I got hit by a status effect. It says it on the left there. Now, equip weight's still below. think it's... Maybe it's this enemy, or it's the lasers on those plants. Yeah, I agree. I have a pretty decent chance to crit in this game. Okay. That's what I thought too. Torch. Interesting that they like immediately give you items that fully heal you, whereas the herbs in Kingsfield do not.
Hey, you can't go that way. The floor is covered with poison. Come this way.
Hey, what's up?
Fool! Who said you could come in?
You did. So I have a poison vaccine, but I only have the one. Wait to do this until I have more than one, just so I can experiment with it. I might go save if I can find another save. Okay, now there's more laser plants through here. Rotting cavern. Oh my god, that shit sucks if you get stuck in it. Okay, I'm gonna die, but that's fine. Yeah, let's just go ahead and load. I need a better plan for dealing with this room. It's going to be amazing if I get to the end of the block and I still don't know how SP works. It's like you get certain items which, when consumed, will allow you to directly raise your stats. That goes back in the room with the mean dwarf. I guess it's possible he was lying, right? I mean, we just saved, so we could go check. Nope, he wasn't lying about that. Already got poison swamps. It's wonderful. I love the enemy sounds. It's so good. Okay. Well, confirm that. I guess enemy sound design wasn't really a thing in Kingsfield yet. They would make sounds, but they wouldn't like, okay, I know what kind of enemy that is from the weird fucking noise it's making. I don't know what happened to the Kingsfield director. It sounds like he's just a consultant for FromSoft now, and Miyazaki said he would never make another Kingsfield game unless if that guy is the director, but would love to see a Kingsfield. What would Kingsfield 5 even look like, right? The fuck is... Oh, that's the thing from Kingsfield 1. Okay, there's a new weapon in here, so that's good. I need to figure out... Something in that room paralyzes me, and I don't know what. It's probably the Ent, because we know that the laser plants slow you. I have an axe. Probably guess that the tree is going to be weak to whatever damage the axe does. I do kind of miss the sprint from Kingsfield 2, but maybe they couldn't put it in there without performance issues. Probably want the circlet in this room instead of the cap. I'm sure that laser counts as magic damage. Not actually that good. God, their lasers are so bad. I love having these interesting rooms like this, where it's like, there's a thing that paralyzes you and two things that hit you with lasers. So you gotta, like, navigate through it. It's a pain in the fucking ass, but it's very doable. It feels very satisfying when you finally get it. Okay, my sword is broken. Shit. Let's wear this down to 0. Yeah, they had that in Kingsfield 1. You get a super fast katana that you get that blinds you. Okay. Broadsword. I think that equipment weight might straight up just be Dark Souls equip weight. I don't think it's Demon Souls. I don't think it's based on the items I have. I think it's based on what I currently have equipped. I wonder what the downside is. Maybe it's like stamina recovery. No rolling, obviously. Interesting. Got something else. It might have just been a coin. Acid vaccine, interesting. Okay. It's like Dwarf Town. Weird fucking bullshit. Cool. In the creature book about these things. Durin, demon which imprisoned Oriel. He plays tricks on humans. He's found near the poison hall. Interesting. Eek plant. With a laugh that has the power to slow down prey. So it's the sound of the laugh that does that? Relatively cowardly. Uses voice to paralyze before delivering the final blow. Yeah, so that was what was getting me paralyzed in that room. I know, right? It makes me so sad to think about. I feel like I need to, like, be a fucking Kingsfield evangelist and be like, listen. Take the trust that you have for FromSoft if they were to make a new Souls game right now and, like, transport that with you back in time to 1994. Oh, boy. Come on, wear off, please. Any second now. It's just the one in this room, I think. Okay, so that broke my short sword, but that's what I was trying to do. We'll see if it's like a really bad idea to let stuff get to 0 durability. I'm not clear on that yet. What the fuck? Bro! What is this thing? Minor Dwarf. Uses Poison Stone Axe, so quickly flees when attacked. I heard him walking around. It's really funny that they have the little guys that run away. It's good shit. Unparalyze? This like room is entirely problematic just because of the Ents. Otherwise, the little dwarf isn't really that big of a deal. Fuck. He dropped a little coin. Fuck, fuck, fuck. There's another one. There's another one. Let me see if I can deal with the Ent. Fuck. And he got the poison off. Okay. I might just, like, try to tank it, because I only have the one anti-venom, and I know there's an area that I need to deal with poison later. I can just use that healing potion to top off here once the poison wears off. It's probably tolerable. Really like that they tell you how much damage you do. That's pretty helpful. Oh, now he drops anti-poison. Fucking long does poison last in this game? Okay. Great. Magical leather armor, leg guard, axe. Clear. So I think if it has a crown, it's a save point. Is Shadow Tower the only other series that's Kingsfield like? I assume so from Soft. I know they had a couple other games. Like there's like one called Evergrace. Like what the fuck is Evergrace?
What's a human doing here?
Trade for MP potion. It's a really interesting idea. I love this one just like chilling back here. Does he talk?
Please don't hurt me. I'll even give you this key here.
That's so cool. I'm like, I bet you could talk to him because he's not aggroing like the other ones. Thanks. Sweet, man. I haven't seen any locked doors yet. Iron key. It's been no clip doors. Cool room to have solved. I might open the room with the trickster guy. Try that. Haven't found a way back up yet, which is concerning, but I feel like the game, like, I trust the dev, right? Like, they had a thing that's very intentionally a one-way drop. They wouldn't have designed the level like this if it wasn't possible if he went this way early.
Huh? What
What would a human want here?
Repair item. Using HP? What the fuck? Well, I feel like the longsword was really doing me some favors. That's interesting. Does scale... Okay, so the steel boots of resist are really expensive to repair. I see. So can I literally, like, just back out and use a potion? What? That's such an interesting idea. Yeah, it's hit points. What? I've never seen a game do anything like that before. I kind of love that, actually. So, like, I can't use those cool boots until my max health is high enough to be able to eat the health cost? There are those jail cells, that's true, yeah. Yeah, I need to get like 5 more max HP to be able to ever use these steel boots that dropped broken. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna repair everything. Like, this is huge. That's cool. So like when you talk to the guy that lets you trade broken weapons and shit for healing potions, you can then take those healing potions to this guy and use them to fix your shit. I want to come back to this dude. I need to, like, make a future Marstead note of where this guy is, because that's a really important NPC. Let's see. So this is probably going to be the save point that I leave off on here. These were the weird fucking... Okay, I remember that room. The weird, like, imps that hop around. These guys respawned. This guy, we want a weapon that swings up and down, right? Excuse you, Ben. I can't see. Fuck. So I'll go ahead and use the anti-venom. Feels bad, though. Right, so... Put a timestamp. 1:49:38. All right, so Future Marstead, this save point is going to take us to a very important NPC who repairs your shit in exchange for hit points, which is the weirdest fucking idea I've ever seen, but it's so cool because it creates all these interesting trade-offs with all the other items in the game. So make sure you watch where we go here to find the NPC. Hopefully I remember how to get back to him. Should just be through here. Yeah, it's this guy right here, this merchant. So you can use the healing potion to top off on health, and then all the items you have repair for different HP values. So if you can get to over 1600 max HP, you'll be able to essentially trade a healing potion to get these like magic boots of resistance you found broken. Freaky motherfuckers, man. Ben, please don't paw at my face right now. Yeah, I love that the durability thing was like, this is a really big problem, and it's like not a problem at all now. But like, it's, I guess it's still a little bit of a problem, but it's a problem in an interesting way. Now I'm very interested in conserving my HP as much as possible to spend on repairing shit. I fed him early. I fed him when we switched games, so he can't complain. Oh, I bet I know where this goes. I think, yeah, that's that. There's like a really suspicious dead end in that room. That's the other side of the area. It's like when you're in the Shadow Tower, there's two doors. Both of them lead to rooms that have laser plants in them. It's cool that that wraps around like that. Oh, what the fuck? God. Hey there, buddy. It's so good at the enemy reveals. Like, it's always like either lets you hear the sound early, which is fun, or it puts them around a corner like that, or it puts them right outside the draw distance. Smashes into prey in narrow halls, maybe ambush from the side. Carries an extremely powerful punch. Okay, I saved relatively recently, so... Okay. Splashing is probably not the way to go here. Guess the mace is probably better. Oh, it's in my bag, that's right. Smash 51. That is better. I think he got stuck on a wall there a little bit. What a fucking goofy enemy, man. Hell yeah. This game's got weird little guys. It's got goofy enemies that make stupid noises. It's fucking great. It seems like the games that are in the evolutionary line of Demon Souls are specifically... Oh, these guys gonna paralyze me. Shit. Let's just go forward. Are Kingsfield 1, 2, 3, and 4 and the 2 Shadow Tower games. Everything else is just kind of them trying more different things. He went down much faster than he usually does. What the fuck is that? Divine symbol. Interesting. Amulet, maybe? Consumable item? Cures curse. Okay. Well, now I'm worried about getting cursed, but... Don't you dare, motherfucker. Another one of those. I'm mostly here for the level design and the enemy. Well, the level design is like the biggest thing. My favorite thing about video games. That's what I really love about all the Kingsfield games I've played already. Okay. We gotta work our way back to that save point. So what is my max HP? It's 1675. So like, I'm leveling up just from fighting stuff? Interesting. Is it like all of those stats that I can see when I spend the SP tokens or whatever are stats that advance automatically from fighting enemies? I guess I don't know what causes... Maybe it's only like HP that goes up or something. Well, that can't be true because we saw strength go up. It was 61, which it... Fuck! Fuck, I'm stuck! I'm gonna die! Things were going so well. I love that his, like, deal is he, like, gets you stuck on the wall. Very funny. You gotta get him stuck on a wall before he gets you stuck on a wall. I think I can afford to take that much damage. Okay, well, let's use... probably a walking corpse, and I don't have that many healing items left. I'm down to, like, 3, and I need those to, like, pay for repairs and stuff, too, so... Cool fucking slug thing. I do probably want to start having a backup weapon equipped, because it's kind of annoying to swap like that. Assume there's a dedicated button for swapping. Another one of those is good. Okay, another level up thingy. Yeah, so future Marstead, I don't think I'm going to save here because I think I used too many resources. So watch from the timestamp mentioned to see where the NPC who repairs your shit is, and then watch the rest of the VOD from that point forward to figure out how to get back here. The big scary enemy in here is there's like a weird totem stone earth elemental enemy in that hallway that like charges at you and gets you stuck on the wall. So you have to like find a way to get him stuck on the environment for you to be able to kill him. He's relatively weak to crush. So you'll switch to your mace, which you'll have to pull out of your bag. I guess make sure you search this room because it looks like there's some stuff in here. Some healing items, which are also durability recovery. Shadow Tower is fucking great. I 100% am going to include this in the FromSoft Souls-like franchise focus because it totally is. I will do Kingsfield 3 first, so we'll do that and then probably Shadow Tower. And then did Shadow Tower Abyss come out before or after Kingsfield 4? Whichever. We'll do them though. And then we can call it closed. Great game.